A short history of basketball in the Philippines. The American colonial government first introduced basketball in the Philippines in 1910, making it part of the physical education curriculum in schools. It was originally intended as an activity for girls, as baseball and track and field were deemed too rough and intense. The nation is one of the world's first nations to play basketball, and the sport debuted in the country only 19 years after it was invented in 1891. Besides the United States, it's hard to find another country that has played the sport as seriously and for as long as the Philippines. It's also home to the second oldest basketball association in the world, as well as Asia's first professional basketball league. The Philippines national basketball team has consistently qualified and competed internationally since 1936, and for many years was considered one of the best basketball teams in the world up to the 1960s. But that's no longer the case in today's basketball game because the strong competition has started to bring the Philippines to the losing column. Unfortunately for the Philippines, other sports were never promoted like soccer or football and baseball, where heights or tall players are not the primary requirements, as opposed to basketball. While Asian countries managed to promote, improved, and established their own professional leagues in soccer and baseball, the Philippines failed to come up with its own. Instead, the sport governing bodies, stakeholders, and the government itself put much attention to basketball and even made it a professional league, a commercial league so to speak. The Philippine Basketball Association is no longer interesting and exciting to watch because the game lost its competitiveness given the fact that most of the competing teams are owned by two businessmen. The basketball game is prone to manipulation and partial decision of who will win the championship trophy.